The world has entered a new period of turbulence and transformation, and global governance now stands at a crossroads.
Chinese President Xi Jinping addressing global heads of state at a regional summit on Monday. During his speech, he outlined three things: new global security and economic order that prioritizes the global south.
Third, practicing multilateralism. We should uphold the vision of global governance through consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits, strengthen solidarity and cooperation, oppose unilateralism.
That comment, an apparent veiled swipe at the U.S. and President Donald Trump's tariff policies. More than 20 leaders of non-Western countries were at the two-day summit in the northern port city of Tianjin of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The SCO was formed over 2 decades ago as a regional security bloc. Among those in attendance were Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
We have developed cooperation at various levels. Trade and economic cooperation overall shows positive momentum.
Even under the most challenging circumstances, India and Russia have always moved forward, shoulder to shoulder.
In a bid to convey solidarity, Putin and Modi praising relations between the two countries. During their talks, India's Prime Minister also spoke about the war in Ukraine and called for an end to the 3.5-year conflict.
We welcome all recently proposed efforts to establish peace and hope. All parties will approach this matter constructively.
This summit happening as European Commission's president and the president of Lithuania meet at the Lithuanian-Belarusian border. Ursula von der Leyen welcoming Lithuania's proposal to use Russian frozen assets as aid for Ukraine.
It's very clear. Russia, the predator, has to be held accountable for what it did and has to pay. Has to pay for the damage and for the aggression.
Meanwhile, in central Kyiv, senior German lawmakers visited the site of a recent Russian missile strike.
The situation here, in particular, shows how quickly everything can change in a city that's actually vibrant.
For many across Ukraine, a scene of destruction far too common, even for the little ones. Children in Ukraine's Kharkiv region have started the new academic year in an underground school built to shield them from Russian attacks. Back at the summit, President Xi Jinping also announced plans to speed up the creation of a development bank. Now, this bank is said to be a step towards the regional bloc's hopes of developing an alternative payment system that ultimately bypasses the power of U.S. sanctions and the U.S. dollar. Afua Baah, City News.